Breaking news on 41 Action News starts now.
We are following developing stories happening right now across the metro. Our 41 Action News team covering a death investigation after police discovered the bodies of 2 people plus 3 students taken to the hospital after a school bus crash. That is where we begin tonight with the latest from 41 Action News reporter Ariel Broadfield. Ariel.
Police have since cleared the scene, but you can still see remnants of broken glass and car parts where the crash occurred. We have learned that 3 students on board the school bus were taken to the hospital, including the driver of this red Honda Civic, which, as you can see, sustained major damage. Now, police believe the car was traveling west on 53rd Street when it ran into the intersection, colliding with the school bus heading north on Woodland. The bus was from Allen Village Charter School carrying 16 students and 2 adults. We spoke to one student on board and her sister. Take a listen.
I'm glad that she's fine. Yeah, she's just probably a little shaken, but she's okay.
Police are still trying to determine whether the driver was under the influence, distracted, or ran a stop sign on the corner. Reporting in Kansas City, Ariel Rothfield, 41 Action News.
Ariel, thanks. Also breaking tonight at 6, a motorcyclist killed in KCK. It happened about an hour ago. This was a crash at Garfield and Glendale. You are now looking live at the scene, captured by the lens of SkyTracker. We're told the people inside the SUV will be okay. Police still sorting out exactly how this crash happened. Right now, Kansas City police are investigating the deaths of 2 people after discovering their bodies inside of a home just a few hours ago. The investigation taking place at 35th and Norton in East Kansas City. 41 Action News anchor Cynthia Newsom is live at the scene. And Cynthia, what are you hearing from police right now?
You know, police have been here on the scene since 2 o'clock this afternoon, and we just learned from police that they haven't even gone inside the house yet. They're spending a lot of time outside the house collecting and looking for evidence, and then when they finish that, they're going to go inside the house and do the same thing. Police are still calling this a death investigation. They have not determined if there was foul play. Police found the 2 bodies because someone called them.
We don't have the information on who it was that called in at this time, but it was called in to check the welfare of the individuals inside, and then upon their arrival, when they went inside, they found 2 parties that were deceased.
Now, this is upsetting for many people who live in this neighborhood. One woman drove by with kids in her car, and she asked me what happened. I told her, and she wondered out loud if she perhaps knew the 2 people who did not survive here today, and if she'd ever met them. Many people are upset as well, not knowing if there is someone out there who perhaps may be responsible for some foul play. So a lot of questions here tonight in this neighborhood. Police still not ready to reveal the names of the 2 victims or how they died. Reporting live, Cynthia Newsom, 41 Action News.
A long night ahead for investigators there. Cynthia, thank you. More breaking news tonight. A Jackson County jury handing down a guilty verdict to 24-year-old Joseph Gonzalez. He was on trial for the killing of 19-year-old Elizabeth Richards while their 2-year-old son was in the house. A jury reduced the murder charge to voluntary manslaughter and convicted him of armed criminal action, child endangerment, and attempted criminal action. A passionate plea today from the family of this man, Justin Powell, the father of 3, who was shot and killed at 31st and Linwood Boulevard last June. Today, his family begging for people who know what happened to step forward.
People don't want to be classified as a snitch, but it's not being a snitch. It's being helpful. You would want somebody to show you the same respect, and we just want the same respect treated.
Anyone with information is urged to call the TIPS hotline. Justin, one of 22 unsolved murders from last year. The police department works with the KC Crime Stoppers to help generate tips. You can always call 816-474-TIPS and leave a tip anonymously. The reward for a tip leading to an arrest is up to $10,000. Some storms headed this way this week, but will it be in the form of rain or snow? Let's get right to Gary with the answer.
You know, Mike, every storm before this has just about included snow each time. This time, well, there could be a few snowflakes on Thursday, but the majority of this will be rain. And right now, you wouldn't know. It's an absolutely beautiful Monday evening here in Kansas City. The current look outside shows some high clouds, and it's 51 degrees. Finally, a day that's a typical March day rather than always colder than average that we have seen. All right, we have some clouds down to our south. They're associated with this storm spinning around off the California coast. This is going to combine with some energy that's over the Pacific Northwest and form into a major, powerful storm. What does it mean? Rain at first. I'll time it out for you coming up.
Gary, thanks. Happening tonight, the unified government is expected to vote on design plans to begin construction on a new downtown grocery store in KCK. It would be located at 5th and Minnesota, and it is one step closer to solving the area's food desert problem. 41 Action News reporter Sarah Plake has been following this story very closely. So, Sarah, this design is based on what the community wants.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of meetings were involved in this, and the Merck has always said that they want this to be the community store. And while this is a pretty big deal for the area, there are already some other thriving grocery stores in the area just minutes away, but the UG says this will all add to downtown's appeal.
I think a lot of people thought it looked a bit more inviting and kind of welcoming.
Feedback from several community meetings helped the unified government decide on option number 3 for what the new downtown KCK grocery store, the Merck, will look like. The Planning Commission will likely approve this Monday night and then send it to the full commission.
We got a lot of input on kind of different colors, and so we're kind of exploring now, taking the base of that design and kind of playing around with it a little bit with some different materials.
The UG and the Merck are still developing a plan for what will be inside the store. Based on surveys and comments, people want to see an emphasis on fresh produce and meat. They don't want something too fancy or too modern, but also want weekly discounts. A salad bar, coffee shop, seating area, and security are also top priorities.
We're surrounded by a fixed income community. A lot of our customer base is on a fixed income and with some government assistance.
Maria Lopez is co-owner of Chips and Coins Mini Mart on Minnesota, just down the street from where the Merck will be. They started as a convenience store but quickly expanded their food selection and lunch menu.
I don't think that there will be a conflict. I think that they may be able to provide more items that we're not able to house at the moment.
Other than Chips and Coins, there are at least 3 other larger markets just minutes away from downtown KCK, Latino focused, but still places where you can get all the essentials.
I really think this really just raises the amount of capacity that we have in terms of offerings in the downtown, and will help make this a more viable option for people to live.
After tonight, the full commission will approve a design on March 28th, and then a final approval will come April 8th, and they expect to break ground in June. So this is happening very quickly. In KCK, I'm Sarah Plake, 41 Action News.
Okay, Sarah, thank you. The University of Kansas Health System Strawberry Hill campus right next door will be up and running by the time the Merck opens its doors. That was a big factor in the grocery store's location.
These kind of are just the dominoes that will start kind of falling, and already have gotten a lot of interest in other projects in the downtown area.
This is one of 2 stores being discussed in KCK. The second is at the northeast section of the city along 17th and Quindaro. The Historic Northeast Midtown Association is working on the project. Plans to convert the old Ritz Charles into a new banquet hall just got the green light. Today, the Overland Park Planning Commission approved the deal. Fiorella's Jack Stack would also take over the space, serving as a banquet hall and a food distribution facility. This is located at 135th and Antioch. All right, we're just a couple of days away now for the Big 12 Championship Tournament. Roads leading to the Sprint Center are starting to close ahead of it all. Right now, roads closed around the Sprint Center. Grand closed between 13th and Truman. 14th closed between Walnut and Grand. They are expected to reopen Sunday morning. More closures start tomorrow along Truman Road between Oak and Walnut. One mother is upset after blisters appeared on her son's arm. Now she is suing one sunscreen company because of it.
I am working on the weather timeline. I'll finish this up, and I have your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
One couple's kitchen nightmare after a fiery explosion.
He had no idea. I had no idea.
What they say caused the explosion, sending her boyfriend to the hospital. You're watching 41 Action News at 6. Clear, complete coverage.
Get your tickets for Royals opening day at the K, Thursday, March 28th.
This thing is ginormous.
It's the XLNY. You know what they say, everything's bigger in New York.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
No, that's Everything's barbecue in Texas. New York, the city that often naps.
You ever been to New York?
There's no need.
At Papa Murphy's, for only $8, get any made-from-scratch XLNY. Papa Murphy's. We make it, you bake it.
Consolidated Communications is connecting you better to all the things that make you happy. Let us connect you better with our high-speed internet and TV, starting at only $85 per month for 1 year. Call 844-YOUR-CCI or go to consolidated.com today.
Life can be busy, so we're working around your schedule. 41 Action News, the only station in town with clear, complete coverage at 6:30. And weather from the team certified most accurate. 41 Action News, weeknights at 6:30.
You're watching 41 Action News at 6. Clear, complete coverage with Krista Dubill, Mike Maruzars. Your forecast with Gary Lezak, Kansas City's weather leader, and sports with Mick Schaefer. Thanks for watching 41 Action News.
More closures today as MoDOT shuts down one of the busiest interchanges in the Kansas City area. Today, the eastbound I-70 ramp to northbound 435 ramp closed. Tomorrow, MoDOT will close several lanes along Manchester Trafficway. And then on Wednesday, the westbound I-70 ramp to southbound 435 will also close. All the ramps will stay closed until December of 2020. Amazon plans to hire 3,000 remote workers from 18 states, including Kansas and Missouri. The job listing is for customer service associates. Pays $15 an hour, provides some health care coverage after 90 days of employment. According to the remote job site FlexJobs, this is one of the biggest hiring sprees of remote workers. In a 41 Action News consumer alert, the Federal Trade Commission and the state of Missouri shutting down a phony sweepstakes scam found in several mailboxes. The agency seized a record $30 million in cash and assets. People complained after receiving direct mail pieces claiming they won or were likely to win a substantial cash prize. All they had to do was pay a $140 fee.
All right, there's the good, the bad, the ugly on this storm system. Look at this monster storm developing in the next 2 days. We'll discuss coming up next.
And for the Big 12 tournament, it's KU and K-State and just about anybody else's Big 12 to win. But will the Wildcats be anywhere close to full strength in Kansas City? We've got injury reports coming up next.
We're here.
Welcome to 41 Action News today.
When the sun dawns on a new day. When one shift ends and another begins.
Some big changes are heading our way.
We're here for the ones who hit the ground running. The ones whose shifts never end. Because at 4:30 a.m., before the clouds and traffic roll in, we're here to prepare you as your day just begins. 41 Action News today. Clear, complete coverage.
Hi, I'm Maggie Weber. Make a grand statement in your home by replacing the old worn-out carpet on your staircase. Choose from our new designer styles with beautiful colors, textures, and patterns. Schedule an in-home measure today and make your grand statement with Weber & Joe's.
It's our favorite time of the year, Ram Truck Month at the KC Powerhouse. People buy a truck because they want more power, and more power-loving people are getting their trucks at Gladstone than ever. Why? Gotta be the experience. Gladstone powers up trade cash, $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book, and powers down the finance rate on the all-new Ram, Motor Trend's 2019 Truck of the Year. Yeah, we're all about power here at kcpowerhouse.com, because power is a beautiful thing.
Whether it's a clogged toilet or any kind of drain pain, call Anthony Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our $77 drain opening is now available with extended hours to better fit your schedule. For customer satisfaction, we're a lock. That's why we're the technicians you can trust with your house keys.
Kansas City's finest home builders tell you why they choose Weber & Joe's.
And that's the one thing that I love about Weber is their commitment to the builder and our customers to make it right.
Weber & Joe's, your family-owned hometown flooring destination.
Weather on 41 Action News is sponsored by KB Complete Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
One man is in the hospital with severe burns after an unexpected accident in the kitchen. Now his girlfriend is sharing their story so the same thing does not happen to you. A warning. You might find some of these pictures tough to look at and the details difficult to hear.
He's got raw skin. It's like 10 to 15% of his body that is just burnt off.
Rachel McGree was in the bathroom when she heard a loud explosion coming from the kitchen. She says it was a Pam cooking spray bottle left too close to the open flame. Her boyfriend is now in the hospital. Rachel says they had no idea the cooking spray was in a dangerous spot.
He's very prestigious. He's very well known in his school. He's very involved, very smart. He had no idea. I had no idea. Like, we know to keep cooking oils away, especially not on the stove, but we had it far enough to where we thought it was okay.
The company that makes Pam sent this statement, quote, all Pam cooking sprays include warnings on the front and the back of the packaging, warning consumers that the product is flammable and that it should not be left on a stove or near a heat source, should not be sprayed near an open flame, and should not be stored above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. One Florida mother is suing the company who makes Banana Boat sunscreen. She claims one of their sprays caused her son's skin to blister. Sam Smink has the story.
It was Sunday afternoon. Me and my husband decided to take Jaden to the pool.
Having recently moved from Chicago, Agi Kiraga made sure to put sunscreen on her then 2-year-old son.
I apply directly on the skin and then I spread on his body.
Kiraga says she used Banana Boat Kids tear-free, sting-free, broad-spectrum, continuous spray sunscreen for the first time. Then later that night,
all of a sudden I saw like some circle spot on his shoulder. Next day, the spot was like more red.
And a day after that,
it was bad. First you had those blisters, then those blisters were like ruptured, and then skin peeling off.
Kiraga says her dermatologist told her he'd seen it before. Although he did not see Jaden himself, dermatologist Reed Green with Water's Edge says he's seen similar negative reactions to sunscreen.
There are certain properties and the ingredients in some chemical sunscreens that are sort of activated by the sun.
Which means that instead of protecting the children from the sun, it's actually causing a reaction to the sun, as if someone put oil on their body.
An internet search shows other parents around the world have complained too. Attorney Harris Katz says they filed the lawsuit to get Banana Boat's parent company, Edgewell Personal Care, to put warnings on the label.
As a parent myself, I find it to be incredibly scary and unnerving that you can use a product like this and not know that it's dangerous until almost 24 hours after application.
Jaden has a scar where the blisters once were.
That was Sam Smink reporting. The parent company of Banana Boat sent this response. We want families to know they can confidently use Banana Boat products because they undergo rigorous testing and are appropriately labeled and meet all relevant health regulations, including SPF test. The company went on to say our labels remind families that a golf ball-sized amount should be used by each person every 2 hours or more frequently. Harley Davidson is looking to attract some younger customers. The motorcycle giant is buying the company Stacy C that is known for its two-wheel electric bicycles for kids. Here are a couple of the models of the bikes, the 12E Drive and the 16E Drive. Pretty cool. The vehicles max out at roughly 10 miles per hour. And each costs between $649 and $699. That's a lot of allowance money. Harley Davidson hopes these electric bikes will offset the drop in old-fashioned bikes.
Now, here's Kansas City's most accurate forecast from Chief Meteorologist Gary Lezak.
So are those bikes replacing the scooters?
Well, yeah, no, it says, you know, they're looking to try to target that younger audience.
Okay.
So, you know, that's what they're going for. And today, they could have actually ridden those outside because it was
52
nice.
degrees and it felt so good.
It's so beautiful.
This one you see right here, that's how it's going to be Saturday. And I'm Grand Marshal of the parade.
That's a fun parade. The Brookside warm-up parade.
You did it last year.
It is fun, and the weather looking nice.
I know, and I think light winds and 52 degrees, so line up and we'll say hi, and I hope to see everyone out there. That's at the Brookside St. Patrick's Day Parade Saturday morning. That forecast in just a minute. Take a look at this beautiful shot outside. The ice is gone. Winter is fading away, and yet we probably have not seen our last snowflakes yet, so hang on.
Well, what was it, April? It snowed a couple, 2-3 times.
The third Sunday in April.
It's crazy.
It snowed the first 3 Sundays in April last year.
And it was like 90s in May.
I know. I'm not expecting that, okay? Hopefully we'll get, can you imagine 90s in May? That would be amazing right now. All right, here's what's going on weather-wise. We do have our KB Complete Skyview Network. Beautiful cirrus clouds. This is the northern edge of a stream of moisture from Mexico, from way back over the Pacific Ocean in the tropical waters. 51 degrees right now and no wind chill factor. East-northeast wind at 7 miles per hour. So finally, here are those high clouds trying to stream across our sky associated with this stream of moisture and this storm spinning some rain and some thunderstorms over northern Baja California, the Gulf of California, into southern Arizona. So extremely wet over Yuma, Arizona right now. That is very rare for them. This storm is perfectly placed to bring Yuma a flow from the Gulf of California. I just noticed that. Pretty interesting shot there. As this energy comes into the west, it's going to create a powerful storm. The circulation of the storm will extend from Boston to Los Angeles. You can see the circulation here. These are isobars. The closer the isobars together, the stronger the wind speeds usually. It's called pressure gradient, and that is very strong pressure gradient. That's going to lead to the lowest pressure in a very long time out here. It's as strong as a Category 2 hurricane, the pressure part of it. Now, there may be 70-mile-per-hour winds in a few spots, and with blowing snow, blizzard conditions, for us, rounds of rain and thunderstorms as the storm system moves across. But, wow, what a setup this week. So what does this mean? It means, well, I'll get to the rainfall amounts at 6:30. But on our timeline, Tuesday morning, rush hour tomorrow, the first band of rain will move in and then move out. Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday morning, 2 more rounds of rain, possible thunderstorms. And then Wednesday evening into Thursday, 1 more round of showers and maybe some snowflakes. I know. And hour by hour, the rain moves in between midnight and 5 in the morning. 8 in the morning, a good chance of rain and thunderstorms possible, but mostly just rain and 39 degrees, 45 at noon, 48 at 5, and then we keep going up tomorrow night, 51 degrees by 10 with that next round of rain approaching us. 7-day forecast. 65 looks good, but that's with wind. The winds might gust to 50 miles per hour here, 60 miles per hour over western Kansas, and 45 degrees Thursday. And the wind could affect Sporting KC, 38 Friday, 52 Saturday. So for the St. Patrick's Day parades, the weather's looking good this weekend. Wow. Who's looking good? Mick Schaefer.
I'll be the judge of that, Gary. All right, K-State celebrating a Big 12 title over the weekend, but no confetti for this news. Dean Wade is doubtful for the Big 12 tournament here in KC. Bruce Weber announcing that today. Wade hurt his foot again against Oklahoma on Saturday. Missed most of last year's postseason with a foot injury as well. We'll see. Kansas knows all about missing pieces. Good evening. Udoka Azubuike is injured. Silvio De Sousa is ineligible, and LaGerald Vick is just out for mystery reasons. And Vick is not returning for the postseason, says Bill Self. Vick hasn't played since taking a leave of absence over a month ago for personal reasons, and it appears the senior has played his last college game.
There's no movement, and it's not going to move back. You know, there's really no reason to ask anymore. Enough time's passed that we won't have any roster changes moving forward.
Sporting Wheel, new Sporting midfielder Gideon Zalalem was born in Germany, moved to the U.S. at 9, relocated to London at 16, and now Gideon Zalalem returns to the States at 22 on a transfer from Arsenal FC.
Like a lot of players, believe it or not, like they're excited by the MLS. You know, a lot more players want to come to the league, you know. I don't think that perception was there 3-4 years ago, but nowadays, like, it's a respected league for sure.
Well, there will not be a transfer to KC for safety Landon Collins. No, the free agent from New York will now become a Redskin. He will reportedly sign the richest safety deal in NFL history, surpassing Eric Berry's deal with the Chiefs. Late breaking news here. Mitch Morse, now a former Chief, has signed with the Bills. All right, look at this. Want to watch the Royals tonight? Take your pick. They've got split squad games. One's going to be on MLB Network, the other simultaneously pretty much on FSKC. We'll have some highlights tonight at 10. More to come after this.
41 Action News, honored with the Emmy Award for News Excellence.
Friday on an all-new Dateline.
We heard a loud bang.
A bullet in the night takes out a friend, leaving a mystery that almost went unsolved.
She wanted to do what's right without getting herself killed doing it.
Dateline, Friday at 10.
When you're waking up today, count on us to kickstart your day. 41 Action News today. News, traffic, and weather on any device. Clear, complete coverage. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network.
Click or call your local family-owned Culligan dealership today.
Watch for the signs of transmission trouble.
If your engine revs before it falls into gear.
Or if shifts are rough, lurching, or clunky. Or you're leaking red or reddish-brown fluid.
And if you do need transmission work, be sure to call Certified Transmission.
What makes the Mattress Headquarters the easiest place to find your new mattress? Our sleep specialists use today's finest technology to make sure you get the perfect mattress. No more guessing which mattress is right for you. Now you can know.
Save store-wide on furniture, mattresses, and flooring. Plus, get free mall cash up to $1,000 or more.
Say yes to a better night's rest. Say yes to the mall.
Imagine having access to a full set of tools and people that can actually improve your financial workflow. You can have everything your business needs to effortlessly manage more than just your money. Make this your new reality, so you can get back to imagining even bigger possibilities. Central Bank. We do business better.
Jason Chris here with Great Plains Exteriors with some straight talk about siding.
The truth is, not all siding's the same. Great Plains Exteriors is the only company in Kansas City that installs CedarMax Super Polymer Insulated Siding, certified to exceed all quality standards and performances.
CedarMax siding is more energy efficient, won't ever fade, and holds up to all types of weather.
It's so energy efficient, we offer a 20% energy savings guarantee.
It's simply a better product than the other guys can offer.
Visit GreatPlainsExteriors.com and schedule your free estimate today.
Listen, I love to grill, but we don't always have time. Go get them. That's when Johnsonville flame grilled sausage is perfect. Tastes grilled because Johnsonville already grilled it. So you get that famous Johnsonville flavor any night of the week.
41 Action News, sponsored by LewisburgFord.com.
Well, breaking news here. The Chiefs are expected to sign a safety. It's not going to be Landon Collins, as you saw in the sportscast. It's going to be the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, the Texan, could be coming up north to Kansas City.
So does this give you any indication about Eric Berry, or are we?
I'm going to guess this is bad news for those wanting to keep Eric Berry in town.
And how good is Tyrann Mathieu?
He's good when he's healthy, right?
Well, he was very popular on YouTube, so that means he's
he was the Honey Badger, yes.
So, I mean, that immediately is good news, I guess.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, there you go. Very popular player, and yeah, we'll see.
All right. You know who also is popular? Kevin Holmes, coming up in just a few moments.